Hello everybody. Thank you very much for all turning out. There's so many people here. It's really great to see. Everything about Guantanamo is a horror story, as anyone who's looked into it knows. No one who's been held there has avoided having their lives ruined in some way. But what's happened to Ravil is a particularly unacceptable situation, to have been held by the United States without charge or trial for so long, to eventually have been unanimously approved for release from Guantanamo by a high-level US government review process, to have had the United States government recognize that it was not safe for Ravil to be sent back to Russia, which was why they reached the arrangement with the United Arab Emirates to send him there, on the basis that he would undergo a short period of rehabilitation, would then be allowed to rebuild his life and to be reunited with his family. And it is absolutely shameful that the representatives of the government behind us here completely broke their word. And not just in Ravil's case, there were 22 other men who were sent from Guantanamo to the United Arab Emirates who were also treated appallingly. 4 Afghans were sent home, and 18 Yemenis were eventually sent back to Yemen, even though that was exactly in opposition to the United States' intentions, because they recognized that it was unsafe for people to go back to Yemen. But Ravil then has now ended up alone, fighting repeatedly to prevent his return to Russia, which the United Arab Emirates government has tried to do before. Those of us who followed this case know that we have been in this situation 2 years ago. They threatened to send him back to Russia. The United Nations special rapporteurs and working groups intervened. We know that the UAE government listens to them. And I think we can hope today that the UAE government has listened again, because it was yesterday that they issued this strongly worded press release. Not only calling for Ravil not to be sent back to Russia, but also for the United Arab Emirates government to find him a safe country to live in. The safe country for Ravil to live in is this country, because this is where his family are. This is where members of his family were given asylum, and this is where we need to get him to be freed to. So what we all are going to need to work on is finding MPs and peers within Parliament who are supportive of Ravil and getting him here. We know that this is an uphill story. I think most of us know that under the current government things don't look very bright at all. But I know that there are good people within Parliament, both MPs and peers, who, if we work with them, will understand that this is an important thing that the United Kingdom can do and must do, and that we will eventually get Ravil free. Thank you.